Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce to myself. My name is Mutia Safira Sandi. My NPM is 2341102A. In this video, I will explain a little about control and supervision. Okay, the first is the understanding supervision and control. Supervision and control are essential components of organizational and company management. These two elements are interconnected and help companies ensure their activities continue to run according to established goals. Supervision is the activity of monitoring or overseeing work to ensure it is in line with company regulation, plans, and targets. Through supervision, companies can determine whether work is being carried out correctly or whether error and deficiencies remain. Conversely, control is the action taken to correct or direct work if problem or deviation are identified. Therefore, while supervision serves to observe and monitor, control serves to correct and direct activities so that activities return to the company goals. These two elements are crucial because they can help improve work effectiveness, maintain work quality, and ensure the organization goals are achieved. This slide will explain supervision. Supervision is the process of monitoring organizational activities to ensure that work is carried out in accordance with company regulation and objective. Supervision is carried out by management or certain parties to ensure work is running smoothly and without deviation. The first goal of supervision is to reduce work errors. With supervision, work can be carried out more accurately because every activity is monitored and evaluated. The second goal is to maintain employee discipline. Supervision helps employees work according to the rules and responsibilities assigned by the company. Furthermore, it ensures that targets are achieved. Supervision helps companies determine whether work is progressing according to predetermined plans and targets. Therefore, supervision is very important because it helps company maintain order and improve work quality. Next is type of supervision. There are several types of supervision used in organizations. The first is preventive supervision. This supervision is carried out before an activity takes place with the aim of preventing errors. Example include providing work rules or briefings before work begins. The second is repressive supervision. This supervision is carried out after an activity is completed to evaluate work results and identify any error or irregularities. The three is direct supervision. This supervision is carried out directly by management in the workplace, allowing managers to directly observe the work process carried out by employees. And finally, indirect supervision. This supervision is carried out through reports, documents, or company data without directly observing the work process in the field. Each type of supervision has a different function, but all aim to ensure the company activities continue to run smoothly. This slide explains the objective of supervision within an organization. The first objective is to ensure work is carried out according to plan. Supervision helps ensure all activities are carried out according to target and established company regulation. The second objective is to maintain work effectiveness. With supervision, the company can operate more efficiently by minimizing errors. The next objective is to protect company assets. Supervision helps reduce the risk of loss, misuse, or action detrimental to the company. And the final objective is to improve employee performance. Through supervision, employees will be more disciplined, responsible, and careful in their work. Therefore, supervision plays a crucial role in maintaining organizational success. Okay, next is supervisory function. Besides having a purpose, supervision also has several important functions. The first function is prevention. Supervision helps prevent error or deviation in work. The second function is assessment. Supervision is used to assess whether work performance meets company standard. The third function is correction. If errors are discovered, the company can immediately make correction to return the work to its intended purpose. And the final function is development. Supervision also helps improve work quality and organizational capabilities for future improvement. With this function, supervision is a crucial part of company management. Okay, next is control. Control is the process of ensuring work is carried out according to organizational standard and objectives. Control is carried out when a company wants to ensure that all activities are in accordance with established plans. The first goal of control is to maintain work quality. With control, work result can meet company standard. 3B, maintaining quality. The second goal is to reduce deviations. Control help the company identify errors and find solutions to correct them. Then the next goal is to ensure that objectives are achieved. Control help the company stay on track and on target. Therefore, control is crucial for a company to run more orderly and effectively. Okay, next is type of control. Control also has several types. The first is preventive control. This control is implemented to prevent error before they occur. Examples include establishing work rules and company operational standards. The second is detective control. This control is implemented to detect error or deviation that occur in the work. The three is corrective control. Once an error is discovered, the company takes corrective action to prevent the problem from recurring. And finally, there is strategic control. This control is implemented to ensure the company continues to operate according to its long-term strategy and goals. With the various types of control, the company can maintain the stability and quality of its work. Next is control stages. This slide explains the control stages in more detail. The first is setting standard. Standards are used as guidelines or measures of the company's success. The second is measuring performance. The company observes and evaluates the result of the work that has been done. The three is comparing it to the standard. At this stage, the company checks whether the work result align with the previously set targets. And finally, corrective action is taken. If error or deviation are found, the company will make improvements to ensure smooth operation. These control stages are carried out continuously so the company can achieve its goal effectively. Okay, next is the relationship between supervision and control. Supervision and control are interrelated in organizational management. Supervision function to monitor company activities, will control function to improve and direct activities to achieve goal. If both are implemented properly, organizational activities can run more effectively and in a focused manner. Okay, the last one is the conclusion. Based on the discussion above, it can be concluded that supervision and control are essential components of organizational and company management. Supervision is carried out to ensure work is progressing according to plans and company regulation, while control is carried out to correct and direct work if deviation occur. Furthermore, supervision has important goals and functions such as maintaining work effectiveness, reducing error, protecting company assets, and improving employee performance. Control also includes several stages, from setting standards to implementing corrective action. With good supervision and control, companies can carry out activities more effectively, efficiently, and with direction 3B achieving organizational goals. This conclusion my presentation. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.